I would like to thank all the contributors with the posters. We received some posters, very interesting. They were all very interesting, very complete research. So it was not very easy to decide which one to, which is the first winner, the second winner, the third winner. So the first prize is for the research for the poster made by Professor Andreou and Ms. Liberopoulou from the University of Thessaly. The title of the poster is Investigating Language Abilities in Children with Autism Spectrum Disorders. Okay, the prize is a voucher of how much? 250 euros for Amazon, 1 year subscription to the journal, free subscription to the journal, okay, and of course our recognition, the certificate. Please, can you give me? Yes. No. And we have also, yes, the prize is the recognition of the journal, yes, and the publisher, Taylor and Francis, is this one, our certificate for the winner. Okay. The second winner is the research submitted by Iatrou, Vadolas, Sifneos, Dinu, Konstantakopoulou, and Mavroidi. The title is «Η επίδραση της ψυχοεκπαίδευσης στην ποιότητα της ζωής των γονέων αυτιστικών παιδιών, Integrative Parents Autism Training, IPAT». This is the second winner. The prize is a voucher of 150 euros, 1 year free subscription to the journal, and of course, our certificate of recognition to the team, to the team from the second research. And finally, the third prize goes to quality of life in people with intellectual disabilities, including autism, advances in practice and research, submitted by Caperoni Paraskevi. The prize is a voucher of 100 euros, 1 year free subscription to the journal, of course, our certificate of recognition, yes, but because the competition was hard for the third prize, so we decided to give an extra prize, because, yes, this is the International Journal of Developmental Disabilities, and we give a fourth prize to Μαρία Μπεϊνά for your work «Μετάβαση και πρόσβαση στην αγορά εργασίας ατόμων με διαταραχή φάσματος αυτισμού». And here we have only the voucher for 100 euros and our certificate of recognition, but we do not have the free subscription to the journal. We only have the voucher. So 4 winners, congratulations to 4 of them. Okay, I would like also to thank all of you for coming, all contributors, our colleagues from the Lab of Autism. I would like to thank University of Macedonia. I would like to thank Arturo Langa and Brian Salmos, editors of the International Journal of Developmental Disabilities, for offering us this opportunity to organize this conference. Also, at the end of the program, you can find the link for Erasmus Plus Cortex program, and you can get into this link and participate in the program, follow the program, and at the end you receive also a certificate of accomplish this program. More than 3,500 people were attending this today's conference, and I hope it was quite a lot of information and useful to, yes? Would you like to yes, please. Would you like to
This was not. Sorry.
He's connected.
Yes.
This was not in the program, but I hope that my co-editor colleague Brian is going to be able to say a few words online, and then I'll come back.
Suspense. Τώρα θα γνωρίσουμε τον Brian. Now we're going to... And now,
I'm back.
Brian.
It's just that we would like to say such a big thank you to Christina. My Greek is not good at all, and I did try the first time to say thank you so much, Evaristo Poli, but here it is a token of our appreciation for Christina for so much.
Thanks very
she has
much
done for
indeed.
that.
Thank
Okay.
you, my dear Arturo. My pleasure, it was mine for this opportunity, and our cooperation carries on.
Absolutely.
Continues. Yes,
I think that this was not an international conference. Seems to me it was like a global type of conference. So many interesting presentations from all around the world. So thank you so much.
Thanks very much indeed. Is this my contract with the journal? Is this my contract with your journal? No. Okay. So, do we have Brian for a conclusion? Yes. Hello, Brian. Yes. It's pity we don't have you here in Greece, but you promised us you are coming, so we can't hear you yet. We can't hear you yet.
We can hear you.
Around the world. So thank you so much.
Very much indeed.
Perfect.
Contract with the journal.
You can hear
Is
me?
this my contract with your journal?
Yes,
No.
yes, you can hear you.
So,
Great.
do we have Brian for a conclusion?
Hello there. Yeah, I'm very, very sorry that I wasn't there for the meeting. It was
Yes.
planned all along that I should have been there. So I'm very sorry about that.
Here in Greece, but promise us you are coming. So,
I know.
we can't hear you yet.
Very difficult. You can't hear me?
We can't hear you yet. We can hear you now, yes. Yes, Brian, carry on.
You can hear me now, yeah. Yeah, I'd really like to apologize because it was foreseen that I should have been there. The meeting was sort of organized around me being there, and then I couldn't turn up after all.
Yes, yes, you can hear you.
But
Brian for a conclusion.
hello there. Yeah, I'm very, very sorry that I wasn't there for the meeting. It was planned all along that I should have been there. So I'm very sorry about that.
Here in Greece, but promise us you are coming. So,
I know.
we can't hear you yet.
Very difficult. You can't hear me?
We can't hear you yet.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now, yes. Yes, Brian, carry on.
You can hear me now, yeah. Yeah, I'd really like to apologize because it was foreseen that I should have been there. The meeting was sort of organized around me being there, and then I couldn't turn up after all.
Yes, yes, you can hear you.
But
Brian for
so I think there's some time delay, right?
Hello there. Yeah, I'm very, very sorry that I wasn't there for the meeting. It was that I should have been there. I'm very sorry about that.
Here in Greece, but promise us you are coming.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Ah, great. So I think I got some sort of echo there or some feedback, but I'm very sorry I couldn't be there for the meeting, particularly to you, Christina. I promised I was going to be there and you planned this meeting around me being there, so I'm very upset that I couldn't be there. But I'd like to thank Arturo Langer, who's the co-editor of the journal, for actually being there and for representing us and the journal and the publisher and the British Society for Developmental Disabilities. So I think this meeting was really great. I think it was fantastic, 2 days. It was a perfect blend of local and international presentations that the journal and the society strive to support. And importantly, you covered a whole range of aspects of quality of life, and they were all practical. And that's exactly in the spirit of the journal, because the founder, Herbert C. Gunzburg, was very keen that everything should be practical. should improve the lives of those with intellectual disabilities and also improve the lives of those who care for people with intellectual disabilities. And he himself was a living example of that. He was running the psychological services in the Birmingham area in the UK in the 60s and 70s. And it was then in that era that he set up the journal. And his own work was deeply practical too. So he made great impact by having, for example, specialization, socialization, progress assessment charts, the PAC that are still valuable tools for assessment and setting new learning goals for those with intellectual disabilities. Now, sadly, in 1994, he passed away, but his wife, Anna Gunsberg, took over the journal. And she'd also worked in the area. So she started off as an architect and working in hospitals, and then moved into the area of making buildings that were more challenging, sort of learning opportunities for people to practice and get around obstacles. And together, the two of them wrote a book, Social Competence and Physical Environment. Sadly, Mrs. Gunsberg passed away, and the mantle for the journal fell to Arturo and myself, and she got this today. Now, in the background is the society, the British Society for Developmental Disabilities. That was the original starting point for the name of the journal, the British Journal. But in 2012, we decided to stop being an independently published journal and move to a proper professional publisher, and that's Taylor and Francis eventually, our publisher who's supported us now ever since. In 2015, to recognize the internationality of the journal, it's always been international. It's always had many international contributions, even when it was the British Journal, and it's always had lots of submissions and reviews from international people. But it became international in its title, it became the International Journal of Developmental Disabilities. And steadily, we've increased the number of issues per year. At the moment, we're at 6 issues per year. We started at 2. We've also increased our impact factor. Last time I looked, it was 2.17. Of course, that's not everything to us. We don't believe it's the only measurement for how good a journal is and whether it's achieving the aims that it's set itself. The journal accepts contributions from anywhere in the world in all different areas, as long as they're to do with intellectual disability. They have to be written in acceptable and fluent English, but we're very keen to get submissions from also for people who are starting off in their careers, and we try and pride ourselves in helping people to get their papers published at least at the early stage in their career. In that respect, I'd like to congratulate the 4 prize winners. That's really great. We're very happy. We're happy with the standard of all of the posters, by the way, but it was very great that 4 people won the prizes. And we wish you all the best in your future career. So finally, I'd just like to thank everyone who's been working on this meeting, the event and the journal that was tied into the meeting. So I'd like to thank the organizers, all the people behind the scenes who we've not necessarily seen during the proceedings, the physical and the online participants. I've been watching the meeting online. I noticed that there were 3,300 participants online today. So that's a great reach for the meeting. The speakers who did such a wonderful job presenting their latest data and results, our colleagues and friends at the publisher, Taylor and Francis, who pulled out all stops. It was a bit tight at the end to get the journal out in time, both online and get the printed copies to you at the meeting. But that worked out, and I think you should have some free copies of the journal floating around somewhere. If not, don't worry. I think as Arturo mentioned at the beginning of the meeting, we've also organized free access to the journal, to all the papers in this special issue of the journal online for the next 2 months. So please tell all your friends and colleagues and take advantage of that. I'd like to thank Arturo for representing us, as I mentioned before. And finally, I'd like to give a huge thanks to Christina for all of her hard work, not only for editing the special issue, but for organizing this meeting and for working together with us very closely. She's been very diligent, emailing us at all hours of the day, to get this thing online. And she's also an ardent fan of the journal, I have to say. She's published and submitted papers to the journal, and she's gone above and beyond a lot of reviewers by reviewing many different papers for us. So thanks so much. I'd like to stop here and say Efaristo. Bye-bye.
My pleasure, Brian. Thanks very much, everybody. And also, I would like to thank Ministry of Education for taking under the auspice this conference. I forgot this. So thanks very much. Thank you.